Row Network. You can still record it, it's just going to be live. Let's see here. We are live. I reckon we're live.
So then I said to him, I said, I don't care how tasteful you say it is. I'm not posing.
Hey!
Whoa.
Well, good morning to you.
Whoops.
Live and in some kind of technicolor from scenic downtown Dalton.
We have United Nations observers
and
here
we
today.
actually have observers here. We have fans, believe it or not.
Well.
Live from the Buck and Burrito down here in downtown Dalton on North Thornton, North Hamilton Avenue. My name is KB Shags, and this here is...
I'm Dan Rather. No, I'm not. I'm Dan I'd rather not.
And this is Southern Misery. Good morning to everyone out there in the TV world and the world that we all like to spit all over sometimes or whatever.
We're just a big rock spinning in space, baby.
That's what we are, man. But we're here to talk a little Southern sports action for you. A lot to cover in the next, 45 minutes or so, whatever.
Well, we got a lot.
We got to get all over this here. So, anyway, little tidbit action. What's going on, Robbie? By the way, hey, good morning, Starks. Are we coming in loud and clear? We need a little technical support out there. The executive producer is with us today, as opposed to back at headquarters. So anyway,
Tech support. We should call Todd Looper at Adventure IT.
Great call, baby. Hey, if you ever need any help with your IT, you know who to call.
Headlines. Hey, I want to wish.
Stevie. What's up?
Do you want to feel even older than you already feel?
No, that's damn near impossible, but whatever.
Happy 60th birthday to the human highlight film, El Nico.
No way.
Dominique Wilkins turned 60.
Man, Dominique.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday, Meek. We appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Good golly, Miss Molly. You do something with them color analysis during the Hawks games, and somehow you managed to keep us in watching the game, even though we shouldn't be watching it. But we appreciate you. Thank you.
We're going to get to that.
No, in a hot minute. All right, go ahead.
And then another quick headline, which we will, again, revisit just a little bit later.
Got tons of talk points today.
Roy Williams, UNC Tar Heels. No offense, Steve. Hi, Steve.
Hey.
The Tar Heels are 1-3 in the ACC.
Imagine that.
And 8-7 overall.
Can you tell you last time we saw that? I mean, I don't think I was burned yet.
Roy Williams says this is the least talented team he's ever had.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Roy, you recruited these fellas.
I was about to say.
What do you think about that? I'm just saying.
Hey, I'm not a thug. I'm a slug.
That's right. True that, man. That's pretty rough, man.
Okay.
You going out and you calling out your boys like that's crazy. I'm just telling you, okay. We got another time. We got to touch on the what I would like to officially call from here on out. Now, we should copyright this. What we call it, maybe the side or the conference or the land of misfit boys, which will be the Southeastern Western Division Conference.
In whatever language you're speaking, I agree.
Could be Shelby, could be Shag's language. Let me tell you something. Mike Leach was hard this week for Cowbell Nation, Mississippi State. So that puts a lot of personality, let's just say, in the Southeast Conference Western Division.
If I'm the East,
yes,
all I'm going to do is sit there and quake. Because who do they have? Kirby Stupid?
Oh, they got that. Georgia got that recruit. No, they get a recruit. They got graduate transfer from Wake to come out there.
That's true.
Take over for whatever his name is. That guy's going to be like a 5th-round pick or something. Anyway.
Oh, no. I think he's going to be backing up Jared Stidham.
Could be New England. Right on, man. Now, wouldn't that be Purdy, right? Just saying. Anyway.
What are you wearing?
Khakis.
Well, you play hideous.
Well, exactly. All right.
Okay.
So, go ahead, boss.
Little bit of a Hawks recap for you.
Okay. Bring it on, dude.
The Hawks started out 2-0. They're 6-31 since.
Amazing.
Trae Young, although he's averaging almost 30 a game,
He did have an off game yesterday.
0 for 7 last night. Now, the Hawks went on the road to Washington. They're actually favored.
Yeah.
They're actually favored.
Should have beat them.
They got their heads handed to them.
Sure did. That was your boy Cam, wasn't it? what a sensational player he's turned out to be. Thank you very much, Cam.
I'm not even going to bring him
You're
up.
awesome, man. We appreciate you. You know what? Trey scored 19, which is like half of his average, I think, or something stupid.
Well, it's 10 off.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Crazy night. You know, when you look at the box score at the end of the night, they're in every one of these games. They just can't close them out. And
They have to put that coffee down because coffee is
it's for closers, right?
But Buck and Burrito margaritas are for me.
And openers, dude. Trust me, Shiner. Come on out. So,
212
baby.
North Hamilton Street.
Come on out. North Hamilton.
Trae Young he is great.
Yep.
There's no question. But boy, did he stink up the joint last night.
He was just missing from left field and right field and center.
But you know what's interesting? I want to give a quick stat of the day.
Stat of the day.
People think he's this crazy shooting machine.
No, it's not.
He only hits 3.5 threes per game.
I'm near triple double every game.
Yeah, but
if you ask him, and he'll tell you to a man, that's pretty good, Steve. Anyway, honestly,
the Hawks don't even get the steak knives.
no, they don't.
Anyway, but he's not a crazy. He averages almost 5 rebounds a
Yeah,
game.
it's crazy, man.
He's 5'10".
If you ask him to a man, he'll tell you he would rather assist than score points. Even though some of the shots from the logo are incredible, right?
He does it just because he has to do
Right,
it.
he has to.
So-
Anyway,
so-
stupid stuff, man.
I don't know if y'all have watched the Hawks at all, but they have this kid named Herter.
Oh yeah, yep. Ginger kid.
He has the coolest nickname in the NBA. His nickname is Red Velvet.
I love it. It's nice.
He's averaging 11.2, 3.9 rebounds, 3.4 assists. Lloyd Pierce is finally starting him because
he has to. I mean, what other options does he have?
But it doesn't even matter
He
anymore.
keeps running that camster out there.
When your
camster
team,
on the wheel.
When your team turns into a tire fire,
Unbelievable,
it's
man.
just gonna burn.
And it's just wasting DeAndre's talent, man. That cat should be somewhere else, man, because his team's just so ball.
DeAndre Hunter, our
Yep.
rookie from Virginia,
Yep.
national champion. Sorry, hate to bring that
No,
up.
please do. It's okay.
He's averaging 12 a game and 3.7 rebounds. He's in running for rookie of the
You're
year.
good year, man. You know.
Although the kid from Memphis is going to take it.
Oh, of course he is, man. It's all about the cash.
That kid's good.
Okay. He
It
might
has
be.
nothing to do with him.
All right. It is.
You shouldn't do that.
I'm
this
just telling
early
you,
in the
dude. It's all about it. You know it is. All right. So anyway.
And as a quick contrast
Yes.
to the Hawks,
yes.
the Pelicans at one point were 6-22, and everybody said, burn it down.
That boy come back and start playing with him yet?
No, he's not going to play.
Wow.
He's not going to play.
My
That was
goodness.
a huge mistake. It's those kids from the Lakers that they got that are playing.
All right, Roger.
Brandon Ingram.
Yep.
But the Pelicans started out 6-22.
Yep.
They are now 13-25.
How about that?
What
We'll
did
take
that tell
him.
you?
We'll take him, Apples.
Because they have a real coach.
Yeah. That's somebody
Alvin Gentry.
coach a little defense. You understand? Gentry was a good defender when he was a player. He was an excellent defender.
Yeah.
That's probably what it's all about. I don't think our guy even played basketball. What's his name?
Lloyd Pierce.
Okay, I don't think he even played.
Remember when he was on MASH?
Yep. Oh yeah. Remember when he was president of the United States?
Oh, he was a bad
He
president.
was terrible president. Terrible. Look,
Most people blame him for the Civil War.
Yeah.
Is that I'm thinking of Franklin Pierce.
And then maybe something.
Okay.
Listen, I want to go back to something real quick. Not to burn up the Hawks bandwagon that we're on.
Burn it.
We're on this slow,
Be like Clint
slow,
Eastwood.
cruel death about the Hawks. But I want to go back to Leach for just a second, okay? The Leach hire came out of left field. It just completely left field. I don't think anybody in Dalton knew about Leach as a candidate for this job. I mean, he already turned down a couple of jobs prior to. Said he was going to stay at Washington State. What's going on, right? Well, let me tell you something.
When Auburn had the chance to fire, Gus,
Yeah, that guy.
the Miracle Mule.
Right. Let me tell you something, all right? The hot name down here, in fact, it was almost signed, sealed, and delivered, was Sark. Sarkisian was supposed to be leaving Bama to be the head coach down at Mississippi State, which to me would be kind of like, we call it when you nepotism, that word. Just saying. But look, here's the deal. Sark was going to take 3.5, 2.5 or 3 for the job, and Leach wanted more money. And at the last minute, according to the feet on the ground that we have, Leach came in with a better number, and they said we won't Leach. So
Everybody wants Leach.
they surely do. Everybody does because he's a wacko, man.
And
Crazy. Everybody loves it. Look,
He's great for treating medieval diseases.
true that, and he's good. And whoa. All right. Anyway.
Theodoric, Barber of York.
Just say it. All right. So I just want to think about that 1 second. I mean, I really want to burn that in everybody's brain. That is the land of misfit boys. You got Saban, you got Gus, you got Leinster, you got Leachster, you got that idiot fool out in A&M, your boy,
Jim Blow.
your boyster, and you got that crying feller up in Arkansas. I mean, every one of them has got something going on, man. So it's going to be a fun season next year.
Issues. Just make sure.
Oh, and by the way, Georgia's got Bama on the schedule, third game next year. Good luck.
What? Georgia's going to play Bama?
Believe that? Unbelievable, man. Next year, third game. You know, they lead off the season against Virginia next year,
What
which is a real game for
What
change.
will Kirby do?
I don't know. He's going to use that kid from Wake Forest.
Yeah, that's
Grad transfer
going
fella.
to make a difference.
Let me tell you, man, look at his stats versus Jake. He's got better stats in most areas but one. Completion percentage. He is a 60.9, whereas Jake was a 60.8. So basically, you get the same
I
fella.
would get Jake some Pepto because he's the master of the dump off.
And you're losing 3 off of your offensive line, Georgia. What you gonna do about that? And you lost your line coach too, by the way. So
Can we do a little?
good.
Are we done with headlines?
Well, everything but the Jake thing. Let's see.
He
Georgia
declared
lost
it.
3 straight. The big game today. Okay, the big game today in hoops is starting at 11 o'clock, which was 2 minutes ago.
I'm on
Georgia and Georgia and Auburn.
We're gonna
We're gonna
highlight
get to this stuff. So, all right, here we go.
Let's do it. Let's do some quick, just quick stuff.
Yep, let's do it.
ACC basketball
Hey,
season.
man. Hey, Stan, we're here, baby. Good to see you, man. Thanks for the Petro. We appreciate you. The executive producer's even here, Stanley. She came for you.
Okay, yada yada yada.
I'm just saying,
let's
man.
keep it moving.
Well, it is.
ACC Tobacco Road.
Yep.
Although it goes all the way up to Boston now for some reason. Duke's number 2 in the nation.
Yep, bring it on.
14-1. They've won 8 in a row.
Because they lost to Liberty.
They did.
Liberty. Hey, who beat Duke? Liberty. Sorry.
I'm gonna let you have that
Go
one.
ahead then.
You always complain about the show being too long, and
No,
then you do jibber jabber.
No, no,
Hannibal.
that was a jibber jabber.
Come on, Hannibal.
Go now. Go Tigers.
I was doing Mr. T.
Okay, go ahead.
Good Lord, you can't smoke bleep in the morning.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we're about to.
10, number 10 in the country, Florida State University. 14-2, they've won 7 in a row.
Yep.
Their only losses are to Pitt
That bastion of ACC play.
and Indiana, which is
Reputable. That's O'Kreener, ain't it? Who's that feller?
no.
Oh, he's out of Georgia now.
Yes, he is.
He wasn't there.
Louisville's number 13 in the country. They're 12-3. Remember, a few
Louisville.
weeks ago they were number 1.
That'd be Louisville.
They've lost 3 out of their last 5.
They got some suckage going on.
And then Virginia, coached by
Hey, your boy. Come on, man.
I left my heart at the Final Four because the refs cheated and I won.
And double dribble.
So, and UVA's number 18.
Yep.
Now, those are the only 4 ACC teams that are ranked.
Roger that.
Who sucks?
ACC.
No, I'm going to give you the list of who sucks.
North Carolina.
Give me a second.
Well, dude, I'm just guessing.
Grandpa?
I'm just guessing, man.
Tech, Carolina,
Wow.
Tech, Carolina, Notre Dame, Fake Worst, UM,
Yep.
Syracuse,
Yep.
and Clemson.
Okay, listen.
They all stink.
I'm gonna give a pass to Tech. Second year of a rebuilding program. Fellas
They've
got
been rebuilding for 15
Fellas going to be
years.
good, man. Fellas, look, they took Duke down to the final shot last week. They're a good team, dude. They're getting good. They're going to get good. It ain't going to be back to the Price days and John Sally and all that. But I'm just telling you, they're a good team. They're gonna be,
Tech's 3-4 at home.
They'll
Used to be you could go down to the Thriller Dome and
Yep.
see some great
Roger
basketball.
that. Hey, man, we need. Yeah, man. Talk about good hoops, real quick.
Can I just
Okay, go ahead and finish that. Okay.
UNC is 4-4 in the Smith Center. UNC is 500 at home.
That's crazy, man.
I want you to process that in your brains.
We know they suck.
Now go ahead with your jibber jabber.
My jibber jabber fool was just at our Dalton State Roadrunners.
We're not there yet.
Oh, I didn't know you had them.
I have all kinds of stuff.
Well, shit,
Dude,
then
you
I'm-
see I did all my homework? Look at all my homework.
Well, he did a homework, though. He
told
did
you.
A lot more than you want. Go ahead, then.
We're going to get there.
Okay, sure.
All right, that's the end of the ACC
Thank
roundup.
God, ACC sucks.
Everybody but Duke, FSU, Louisville, and UVA stink, and they're terrible, and fire them all.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, SEC,
Pretty decent
that
conference.
football
in the hoop.
conference.
Right.
Still, no team in the SEC has a losing record.
Nope.
This far,
Right.
we're in the middle of January, and the SEC, every single school has a winning record in basketball.
Great.
They also have the number 5 team in the nation,
Uh-huh.
your undefeated.
Auburn Tigers. Go Tigers.
No, it's Go Tigers.
Hey, I really love the Tigers. I'm Bruce Poyle,
Right.
and I approve this message.
Wasn't bad.
Auburn and San Diego State,
Yep.
who's number 7 in the country, are the only undefeated teams left.
Well,
How about that,
that's
baby?
crazy, man. And I think that San Diego State's going to last longer than Auburn as far
Well,
as
they play in the
they play nobody.
The
They play
I don't know conference.
Right.
The Walt Disney.
the Walt Disney World Conference,
Conference.
right? Something like that. I don't know. It's crazy. But yeah,
Auburn's number 5.
yep.
Kentucky's number 14.
Yep.
They're 11-3 overall. LSU and UF are both 10-4 and are both undefeated in SEC play, although it's early. The Vols, boy, you want to talk about a team that losing all the players that they lost from last year,
Yep.
Admiral Schofield and Williams Kidd and all those guys. Rick Barnes, you may be a great coach, but you ain't a great coach without great players. Y'all are 9-5.
Hell of a recruiter there, Rick.
9-5. Let's see. I want to give a quick little Auburn update.
Yep.
Our boy, who helped us beat Vandy the other night with a career high of 27 points, Isaac Okoro
Okoro, baby.
for Auburn.
Freshman.
He's a freshman. He's shooting 58% from the floor.
Yep.
He's averaging 13-6 and 4.9,
And he wears number 23.
and he is awesome. And then our big man, and I mean man, you should see this dude.
And child.
Austin Wiley, our center. 9.4 rebounds a game,
Does not-
11
does
points
not-
per game,
Yep.
2 blocks per game.
Yep. Does not chase road
He's a
runners.
beast. He is a beast. That's your SEC update. Moving
And he
on.
does not chase road runners.
All right, I titled this section "Random Stuff."
Da-da-da, da-da.
My alma mater, one of them.
One of them.
This is the alma mater update,
Uh-huh.
as opposed to the ex-wife update, which just goes straight to my accountant.
Through that. And a lot shorter.
Georgia State, 11-6. Not bad. Not bad. They're undefeated. Take a note, Roy Williams.
Yep. I think that fella's a better recruiter.
But
You think Roy goes to these houses, knocks on the door, and goes,
no, he punches them in the face. Where did you get that he cries? He
Dude,
punches people.
Am
And
I not?
curses
Am I
them out.
crazy out there? Every loss that he has in the tournament, he's up on the stage going, "Oh my goodness, the greatest team I ever had. We suck so bad."
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
every
I've seen
single one.
documentaries
He's
about
a crybaby.
him. I've seen documentaries about him in practice, and
Well-
he grabs guys by the shirt like Bobby Knight and threatens
Well, he
to
probably
punch them
does
right in
that.
the
Well, he
nads.
probably does that too. But I'm just telling you, you go back on the tubes, you see more
That's
crying.
probably why he
than-
can't recruit players.
probably see more
They probably
crying
saw
than-
that
than-
documentary.
They probably did, Rob. Getting there.
He's-
Tell you right now,
he's-
okay?
He's a nasty fella.
He's a piece of.
He ain't Dean Smith, I'll tell you that. I wish I had a death interpreter. Dalton State, 14-1, unbeaten on the road.
That's right, man.
They are the number 19 team in the country. They're in first place in the SSAC.
Correct.
And
And they play today at 2.
Coach Alex Ireland has got them rolling.
That's right. Let me tell you, you can get down, you get in down there and you watch them today at
Get
2
on down
o'clock.
to the Melvin Oettinger Athletic Center.
And guess what? If you bring a non-perishable to the game, you get in for free. So, and they're well worth going to.
Why
They're a
not?
great team.
They are an extremely entertaining.
Go get you a can of green beans and head on down there to the Auditor Center.
And if you want those green beans, where would you get them?
Man, you know what? You got several places. You can definitely go to the city.
I would go to Food City
I would too.
for
Definitely.
value every day.
Every day, man.
On the corner of Walnut Avenue and Tibbs Road.
And the cleanest floors ever. Head on out.
They are after last night.
They got clean floors and clean restrooms.
And they got Tiffany.
Shout out.
It wasn't really a shout out.
There's a mini shout
It
out.
was an ad.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey,
Hey!
let's talk about the big game.
Which one? The big game? Monday night's game?
Let's talk about that, and then we can do the pros because nobody really cares about the pros.
Okay. All right, man. I got my
What you got?
I got my Steam analysis about this game.
Yeah, I wanted you to handle this part. I just got like.
All right. First of all, the number is
Got one
ginormous. It's like a 69.5 or something crazy. Okay. After studying this for a hot minute, if I was you, I would take the over on that number because I think it's going to be a shootout game.
Oh, it is going to be a shootout.
I think that Sunshine's going to be on. I think that Joe Heisman's going to be on. I think that both defenses are going to not be that great. And I think that, well, just personal opinion, well, I actually studied it a little bit. I think the number's too big. I think that the number's -6 this morning, down from 5.5, because people playing the LSU Tigers. I think you take Clemson and the points. I think LSU wins this game, but I don't think they win by 6. That's where I'm at with it. I don't think it's any kind of blowout. I think they're too. Dabo's playing that whole card about we're underdogs and nobody loves us and all that crap. And his team's fired up.
And then he's running around the house in his
With a little
get up
hat
with his
going
ears sticking
right.
out. Going, oh, master.
So
Oh,
just telling you,
man.
man.
He's Dabo the house elf.
Yes, he is. I think that's my take. I think that you got to take Clemson if it's 6 points. You have
Where
to.
else can you get championship game analysis and a Harry Potter reference?
And a Shiner.
Only at the Bucket Burrito.
Come on down, Bucket Burrito, 212 North Hamilton Street.
Where are you? Why aren't you here?
Right here, man. I mean, we're gonna
You're
get
like Admiral Stockdale.
Listen, in about 30 minutes, we're going to do selfies with people. Just come on down.
Yeah. But don't, if you're Elizabeth Warren, don't come down,
Please.
please. Hey,
Hey!
well, here's my quick. I'm going to give you
Give
a
me
quick
your
take
thing.
on it. I think LSU, skill position wise, they've got 22. They've got the best wide receivers in college football.
Yep.
They've got the best DB.
Well, they got better wide receivers than what Clemson's got.
Well, hello, Claire.
I think that.
Oh, see, she noticed.
Hey, Claire.
We actually discussed that before the show.
Okay. it just kind of happened this morning.
She has an eye for detail.
We just kind of sat down.
So, anyways,
Yeah.
and they have the best secondary in college football. There is no question.
There's
about
no
that.
question about that.
And I think their D line is superior. I think the only thing that will happen is if Sunshine makes some miraculous play, that like that 70-yard run he had last week.
Something will happen.
But I mean, and that's shocked me.
No,
I was really
Dude's got
surprised.
wheels. Dude's got wheels.
I was really
He never
surprised
has
by
to
that.
use them though, because he's using. I know that.
Efficient.
Well, I know that-
he's played the worst schedule of any team in the playoff.
Of course
he played
he
in
has.
the ACC.
Of course he has. Look, dude, I'm not a Clemson with a P champion.
No, I know. I know
I'm
you're
just
not,
telling you,
but I'm just
the
saying.
analysis I say is this. Look, you're right. LSU's got better defensive backfield. Absolutely. And as far as having the best receivers in the nation, I would say they're probably second or third behind Alabama's got better receivers across the board.
We'll see.
Period. Or Georgia's got good
Bama
receivers.
got no
They got
moss.
no. But you're right.
And moss don't gather no stones.
But we're not talking about. We're talking about next year, though. They ain't gonna have them receivers no more. They all go pro. But anyway, I digress. Here's the thing. That's the third digress.
Do a shot.
Do a shot. All right. So they do got a better. I think that they got a better line as far as the offensive line goes. But I think the better defensive line is on the other side of the ball. Now, but look, it's neither here nor there about all that shit. Whatever. What it all comes down to is this. It's a close game. It's going to be a high score. The game's going to be something like 40-35 or 35-32.
This ain't gonna be
or something.
9-6.
That's what it's going to be, and that's the only reason I'm telling you to take the 6, because I don't think that LSU is going to win this one by 20 or 30 points. Like
No,
they've
it's
been
going
blowing.
to be like a 3-point game.
It's going to be a close game.
1-point
So that's why you got to take Clemson with a P. I don't think they're going to win the game. But, man, 6 points is a lot of points to give up to
Yeah,
a national champion. That's what I'm talking about.
I think that's the only thing that Clemson really has going for them.
They're the champions.
They've got the experience. I mean,
Sure, they've been there 3 times, dude.
I will say this. We've talked a lot about that
Dabo on the
stuff.
shelf.
We haven't talked a lot about Heisman Joe's performance.
Oh my gosh, that guy's just like he could throw 80%.
Do you know if he had transferred? And this is amazing to me the way he played against SEC defenses.
Mm-hmm.
If he had transferred into the Big 12, he would have had 80 touchdown passes.
There's no question.
I mean, seriously, if he
would.
were playing against Big 12 defenses every week,
Yep.
and not only that,
Yep.
Oklahoma's offense ain't.
And you know what's amazing?
Hang on.
Go ahead.
Oklahoma's offense ain't crap.
No, they're not.
I mean, and LSU's defense.
Took them down,
So
dude.
I'm
Took
just
them down.
saying.
What I'm saying is that the most miraculous thing about Touchdown Joe is this. Okay,
Heisman Joe.
That guy. Last year, where was this guy? I mean, you didn't see semblance of it this last year. He grew. Listen, that's great. The guy grew into his role.
He's 23.
Well, no, but I'm saying he started last year too.
He's older than Kyler Murray.
Oh my gosh.
I'm serious.
That's true, but you know you get what I'm saying. I mean, this guy last year was a shell of what he is right now.
Well,
nobody saw this. Nobody saw
This is one of the great things about Ed Orgeron too, which I think, as much as Dabo likes to be,
with underdogs.
Coach O just goes in and
Throwing us
says,
a party.
he comes in and he says,
Hey,
There you are.
that other team over there, somebody around here, they suck.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
and then the team goes out and they were willing to run through the wall. Heard a great interview with Matt Leinart yesterday.
Yep.
And he was talking about when Coach O was at USC, and he said Coach O used to walk up to him when he was defensive coordinator.
Yep.
He'd walk up to Leinart and go,
Hey, gator meat. You ain't nothing but gator meat. They coming to get you, boy.
I'm serious.
And it's remarkable that you could understand what he was saying.
But I think it's the mentality that LSU has.
Get out of hand.
They don't want to lose, baby.
That's
they
right.
don't want to lose.
What happened, man?
So I got a stat of the day.
You already did the one. You got 2. This is a blow-up stat.
So this is the 13th time that the Heisman winner has played in the national championship game since 1998.
My goodness, that's a lot of them.
You know what their record is?
Probably over.
5-7. They have a losing record.
I don't doubt that. But
But
that situate on.
they have won 4 out of the last 5.
Okay, well there you go.
You know who the one who was the loss?
That wouldn't be last year, would it be? Nope.
It was Marcus Mariota.
No, it wasn't the most prettiest man in the world. 2010. Poor feller.
But anyway, they have won 4 out of the last 5. So I'm rolling with Heisman Joe.
Heisman Joe, man. You giving the points?
I'm with
going on
you.
record,
I think
man.
it's going to be a real close game. But if you were taking the money line, I'd go with LSU.
Okay, of course.
Want to do the pros?
Sure, baby.
And the
Let's do it.
cons?
Let's
Let's
do
do
it,
the
baby.
pros and the cons.
All right. Pros and cons, baby. Let's roll.
So, we got to adopt them because the Falcons stink it.
One thing that we do got to just do it real quick.
Yes, sir.
25-second on.
Yep.
Man, did you see Pekka score that goal? With the Preds?
Okay, explain to the people what you're.
That was incredible, man. It was a
lead off
goalie.
with,
A goalie.
Hey, I'm going to talk about this.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not the Shaxson thing to do.
Okay,
You're
for
the-
those
you're
of
the
you who don't
translator.
speak Shags,
You're the
he's
translator.
talking about hockey.
Correct.
The National Hockey League.
That would be the
and
Smashville.
he's talking about the Nashville Predators.
Correct. And you know
Now
what?
Proceed.
They won 5-2 a couple nights ago. And the goalie scored a goal, which was incredible. It's only the
Did you see it?
12th time, I reckon.
That was one of the coolest things I think I've
ever
ever
seen it. Other than the Trae Young between the legs thing. It was incredible. But just saying, it was really cool.
Who were they playing? I don't even remember who they were playing. They pulled their
Chicago.
goalie.
They played the
Yeah,
Blackhawks.
they pulled their goalie, and he takes it and he does this lob
Yep.
thing, and it's like perfect arc, and it lands and then it goes like 6 feet right into the net.
And the greatest thing is the last defender that was trying to chase the puck, when it goes into the net, he just goes, and just looks so deflated, poor
I
fellas.
forget how many.
Probably needs therapy after that.
I forget how many
God bless him.
goaltenders have
12.
halftime. Okay. But the cool thing about that is
Yep.
one of them was announcing the game.
That's so cool, right? I bet that's the first time that's happened. Stat of the day, 3 times
Man,
a day.
I've got way too much
Right
information
on,
today.
man. Lay it on me,
See
man.
what happens when I prep,
Say it.
and I will just show up.
Right. Although, I like to show it off. All right, so what else we got? Now, let's go back to the NFL. Sorry to interrupt
Okay,
with the Pekka thing. It's just on my head.
we got a couple of reasonably southernly related.
Good morning, Millie.
Melanie.
Okay, keep going.
Call her by her name.
I do.
Titans versus Ravens.
All
Your
right.
Tennessee Titans.
Yep.
Okay, the Ravens are a 9.5 point favorite.
Which is down. It was 10 earlier.
And this was done this morning, by the way. I got all the lines this morning.
Here we go.
The over-under is 46.5. It's going to be a low-scoring game. I can promise you.
Yes, it's going to have weather involved in this game.
It's going to be
It's
going
gonna
to be
be
a mess.
mess.
Hot mess, which really I think favors Baltimore.
It does. And, the fact that the big feller in the backfield for the Titans, he's a hurting unit too. He ain't 100%. He's playing, but
Talking about Derrick Henry?
Yeah, that feller. He's not he's not gimpy, but he's just, trust me, man. And he's the only offensive guy.
I mean, he carried the ball 34 times last week. I mean, he's like Earl Campbell numbers, 182 yards. It was amazing.
Yep, the bus kind of numbers. That's incredible.
Tannehill, 23-6
Yep.
for the season. He did complete 70.3% of his passes, but I think his passer rating was like 61.
Okay, that tells you a lot. So
If they don't have Derrick Henry, they are in the
the house.
toilet.
The toilet. The house, proverbially known as the house. So,
What
look,
language
dude,
are you speaking?
I'm used to speaking Shag and Stone for Saturday. So with the number, you obviously got to take the Ravens minus 9.5 points on this
They're
game,
gonna-
and they're going to annihilate them. Nobody can stop that team. They're a gauntlet. There's actually one team that can stop them, and we'll get to that team later on. But
I think that Tennessee winning in New England
Was their Super Bowl.
Was yeah. I mean, that's more of a reflection of Mike Vrabel knows Belichick better than anybody.
Yeah.
He understands how to shut down Brady.
Yeah.
He was doubling up on Edelman.
Yeah.
I mean, it got so bad in that game that he had to split Edelman out wide because Edelman could get no space in the middle of the field. And I really don't see that happening against the Ravens because if you try to do that against any of the Baltimore team,
they run.
they're going to run.
They're going to run, Rudolph.
And you have to remember, their coach has won a Super Bowl.
A couple of them, once or twice.
I think one.
Okay, that one. But let me tell you something. Here's the deal. Nobody's going to touch that team. 9.5. Give it up. 46.5 is too many points, though. That game's going to be like a 17-10.
Yeah, it's gonna be ugly.
It's going to be really ugly.
I do want to give a quick shout out to Marcus Mariota,
Oh, Mr. Pretty Boy.
who got into the game last week and completed 100% of his pass attempts.
Both of them are
He was 1 for 1.
excellent, man. Way to go there, Marcus.
Their offense sucks without Henry. I do have I've got stats.
Yeah.
Mike Vrabel is 7-1 against the spread as a 4-point or more underdog.
Interesting.
So
But there's that one, though.
9.5 may be a little high. I don't know. 7-1, dude. I'm just
All
saying.
right, you sway me. Okay, we'll do that. Take the Titans in the 9.5, but I'm telling you, man, the Ravens win this game.
But I think because they want to run the ball down their throats.
Sure, if they're running offense.
Yeah, it could be closer.
I mean, so that's what it's all about.
Then I put Texans versus Chiefs on the docket only because the Texans have our boy Watson from Clemson in there. Chiefs are, again, strangely enough, a 9.5 point favorite. I was talking to my buddy
Your feller?
out in Vegas.
Yes, that's that guy.
And that's where I got that line from. The over-under is 50.5. Oh, baby.
You go take the over on that.
Woo!
If you ain't on the over on that, you're crazy.
This game's going to be one of those kind of cuckoo, crazy go-nuts games.
It is, and Texas ain't gonna get shut out either. They're gonna be a good.
No. The Chiefs don't play defense.
No, they don't. Even though D4's coming back,
Man, don't matter.
I'm just telling you, man. It's going to be a high-scoring game. Obviously, we want to take the Chiefs with this one, but the 9.5 is a big number, man.
Watson,
I think that's a teaser, man.
I got a stat for you, buddy.
Stat of the day, 4 times today.
Do a shot. Watson is 13-4 against the spread as a career underdog. 13-4, kiddos.
Man, you'd have to take that. Take
9.5 is a big number.
That's a huge number.
So I'm going to take the Texans plus 9.5.
That's a good call. I can see that.
But I think if you were betting the money line, you'd go with the Chiefs.
No doubt about that, man. It's crazy.
I think they're like
Crazy.
minus 350 or something like that.
Cray.
I wanted to do a little discussion with you real quick
You
before we. I got a couple little things.
You got the other pro games?
So if I were gonna, no, I'm not doing that. I don't care about them.
Okay, well, the one's really interesting.
Man, I got another stat. I'm just loaded, and I'm getting loaded.
All right, then.
KC,
Mm-hmm.
the Chiefs,
Yep.
that great atmosphere, Arrowhead Stadium. They are
Yep. What's up, Anthony?
3-8 all time at home in the playoffs.
That's crazy number.
3-8.
Crazy number, right?
I love you, Andy Reid, but
Yeah, and that's all on him. I mean,
3-8
not
at
all, but
home.
You know what I'm saying?
it's
Most
not all
of it.
him. It's not all him.
But
There's
a
Marty
lot of it.
Schottenheimer.
A lot of it is him.
There's Mark Levy. There's
Lynn Dawson.
My grandmother. She coached him
Yeah,
for a short while.
A hot minute.
Hank Stram.
Hank Stram, that feller with the
Yeah.
necktie. Just hey, get out there and punch him in the face. So anyway, Look, let me ask you real quick before you do your ratings there.
Well, I want you to give
Let
me
me ask you.
yours.
Let me ask you real quick about the Niners against not the Niners, the other game. The other game's a good game, I think. The Seahawks against the Packers in Green Bay,
Oh, buddy.
and it's going to snow.
Do you know
And I'm telling you, man,
the Pack are 8-0 against the Seahawks in Lambeau?
yes, they are. And I think that this is the season that the Seahawks break that. I think that they win. They go.
That's for you, Steve Stevens.
I think that they go up into Lambeau Field and they win
The frozen
Tundra. Just saying, dude. I think they're gonna win the game. They're gonna win the game. Crazy, man. Anyway, so I think that's what's going to happen. I think that
Bart Starr is going to come out. Wait, is he alive?
I think he still is. Maybe I don't know. Somebody out there might tell us. But hey, and as far as the other game goes, the Niners and the Vikings.
Why play this game?
Vikings take the points.
Kirk Cousins.
Take the points in the Vikings. Niners are probably going to win the game, but take the points in the Vikings. Trust Shaq Storm. I'm just telling you.
If you look at the end of that New Orleans game,
They beat that team, man.
yeah, but the Saints were just like making mistakes left and right.
Yeah, well, I'm just
See,
telling you right now.
yeah. See,
Oh, sorry.
I can always count on
thank
Melanie.
you. Appreciate you, man.
Um,
Nobody else can see
guess
that.
Bart
So
Starr's
Bart
not
Starr
gonna be there.
He's not going to be there. He is sadly passed. So, thank you for letting us know. So anyway,
I will give him a RIP even though he went to Bama.
God bless him. He couldn't help it.
Well,
Probably only school to take him.
I don't know. Bear Bryant said he was the greatest leader he'd ever had. Not like that guy knew anything about football. He was drunk most of the time.
True that. Anyway, so
I said it.
go ahead. Get your thing, man.
So, of these three, I keep calling them transformational quarterbacks that are transforming the position.
Yep.
They're all very young.
Yep.
They're all in the playoffs in the AFC.
Yeah.
NFC's all old guys. Did you notice that?
Well, hey, Russell's transforming too.
Yeah, but
come on
he's
now.
been in the league 7 years, 8 years, something like that.
Same kind of cookie cutter quarterback you talk about.
Well, but these guys are even more. They're more different than that.
Okay.
If you can be more different,
I'll give you that. Go ahead.
So my ratings are coming in at number 3, Deshaun Watson.
Okay.
But watching him last week, when those two guys came in and
Incredible.
it was like he made Fran Tarkenton look like he was wearing cement boots, man. Whoa, did you get any on you?
Who stepped on a duck? Go ahead.
So Watson 3, I think he's great. I
Yep.
really do.
Yep.
But he ain't no Lamar.
No. Ain't no head there.
Lamar is amazing. Because here's the thing. People think Lamar is just a running quarterback.
Nope.
That dude has an
Got a
arm.
cannon, man.
And I remember seeing him at Louisville.
Yeah, low.
And And you and I always talk about this, but
Yeah.
you and I had this discussion before the draft that year.
About how he should have been the first quarterback
And
taken.
I
mean,
said,
crazy, man.
I said he has the best arm of any of those guys.
Unbelievable, but,
Boy,
he don't fit the NFL
Yeah, exactly.
mold thing of
Yeah, can you imagine Bill Polian saying he should be a wide receiver?
Yes. Go hand the ball off to this feller. Okay, so you got him at number 2, and obviously you got number 1.
And then Patrick Mahomes is number 1.
Okay, and that's just.
Oh.
I'll tell you where I'm at with that. We got tons of fans here already.
This place is going crazy. It's
Let's
blowing
do it.
up. 212 North Hamilton.
That's
Bucket
right.
Burrito.
That's right. Okay, so my 3 in the order, you almost got it right. I got Mahomes at number 1 because obviously he's got more experience, and that's the only reason he's got good percentage to throw, et cetera, et cetera. Good choice. My number 2 guy would be Watson, and I'll tell you why it's Watson over Headley.
Go ahead.
I think Watson has that intangible field general. I think that Lamar can end up with that, but I just think that right now, look, it's just like that final play against Bama in the national championship. Dude, you knew when he walked up to the line to throw that ball to that kid. You knew it already, right?
No,
because
you're right.
he's got intangibles like I'm going to do this. I'm a champion, and that's what it is.
Well, that's that play he made. You go back and watch it. I mean, it probably went for 11 yards. It wasn't like the greatest play in the
Gave him a
history of
first
sport.
down.
But 2 guys come in and
sandwich him.
literally tackle him,
Right.
and he just puts
Spins
his
out.
shoulder down, runs around. Oh my gosh,
It's
dude.
crazy.
That's
It's
one of
crazy.
the greatest things I've ever seen.
So I'd put Watson at 2, and if Watson wins the championship, then we kind of coin flip kind of thing, because I mean I think that Watson has that intangible. Even Mahomes, as much as Mahomes treats it like a party and all that, I think Watson's a field general, man. So that's where I'm at.
Mahomes played with a dislocated kneecap.
Incredible, right?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead, though.
Oh, by the way, Aints fans,
Yep.
poor crybabies.
Yep.
It wasn't PI.
It wasn't.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was just.
If it was PI, it was PI on your DB, baby.
True that. Just letting you know, everybody.
I'm sorry. When you hold
Yep.
and you commit pass interference, did the DB turn and look for the ball, or
Nope.
did he just?
Grab the guy. So.
Don't give me that crap.
Right. All right. So
I
we
got
got
a
to do some shout outs.
tiny little bit more.
There's some shout outs. We got to, yeah.
Okay, so road teams.
Yes.
In postseason rematches from a game that was played, these 2 teams, the Chiefs and,
Okay.
the Texans, played in Week 6.
Correct.
Postseason rematches when the road dog,
Yep.
which they
You guys
were.
are blowing my mind. Sitting there talking. I said, who are they talking to?
We got a nation of millions holding us back.
Go ahead, boss.
Hope people got that reference.
Me too.
When
Okay.
the road dog has already won,
Yep.
when they have the rematch in the playoffs, the road dog is 3-10.
3-10, and it's bad.
That'll tell you.
So you know where to go.
That's against the spread, kiddos.
Yep.
So I'm rolling with KC.
All right, let's do some shout outs first.
Hey man, I got one more. We'll do some shout outs. You don't have to comment. I'm gonna read it, and that's it.
Read it. That's it. What?
This is an important stat.
No, I just,
All time. This is a sports show.
Yeah, no.
He complains that we don't talk about sports. Then I want to talk about sports, and he wants to jibber jabber like Hannibal.
Just say it.
Andy Reid, 22-5 off of a bye week all time. 22-5.
But what's his record at Arrowhead during the playoffs? 3-8.
22-5. I'm just saying.
See, so it's a
including
coin
that
flip.
includes
It's a coin
playoffs.
flip, man.
But that includes
I
playoffs.
get you, man. I'm just doing a coin flip with that feller. We all know he's smart. He's an integral part of the offense. He knows that he's got it.
He's
he has
more
that-
likely to lose in the AFC.
He's that,
Championship.
yeah, he's got that guy that he's the guy that holds on to the Waffle House menu and when he's getting ready to call his plays. Yeah, that guy. He's a good coach.
All right, I serve him a
Till you
weekly
get
worm,
to
sir.
the championship game.
I am done. I'm toast.
We'll get some reads.
Stick a fork in me. You get to start.
Okay. Well, let me tell you something, man. This week I could hardly walk. I don't know if it was whatever it was.
Oh, I know what it was.
And I was having a difficult time getting out of bed in the morning. And I looked over and I to the executive producer and I said, let me ask you a question. Should I go over and see Dr. Scott Manus and get an adjustment today at Cairo Choice?
I would.
Man, that guy's amazing. He's just a miracle worker with his hands, man. He's really good at it. And don't forget, not only helping you out with a crack on the back, it helps your sinuses, it'll help your sleep apnea, all kinds of stuff that fella.
Good spinal health is key.
Yep.
So I strongly recommend visiting Chiro Choice. Where are they located?
Dude, they're located on North Thornton Avenue. Head on over there, right past the hospital on the left, there on the right-hand side.
Yep.
You know where Jittery Joe's is? Next little block.
Right next to the old BP.
That one, right?
But you know what?
What?
I wouldn't go to that BP.
Why not?
Because if I just kept going a little further
Yeah.
on the other side,
Uh-huh.
I could go to the Matco
You know, get you some good coffee,
every morning.
get you a good manager, get you some
Well,
good
I mean-
employees. Well, managers, yeah, you're right. But the employees
But they do have great
the
customer
employees
service.
and listen, effective February 1st, that store's going to be a 24 hours, so you can get your coffee there at 1 o'clock in the morning.
If you're working third shift,
Right?
whatever.
Head on in, man, get your monster. But great service, great coffee, great everything else down there. It's a Matco.
They got gas pumps down there,
Couple of them.
right across from the old First Baptist Church.
Just come on down, man. It's just like Mount Pilot. 2 gas pumps. We're high society.
Shots fired.
High society.
You know, Miss North Carolina's from Mayberry.
Oh my goodness, man! I had no idea. Now I do.
Boy, she is not a fan of Mount Pilot.
Well, then
She is not.
Well, look, Mount Pilot's only got 1 pump. All right. So, another shout out. You got another recourse?
You know, we hadn't done this one in a while.
You know, go ahead.
I'm
See if our brains are on the same wavelength.
I'm starting to feel a little better.
Yeah, you are.
I'm a little more comfortable.
Yes, you are. And you're
With
looking,
my looks.
You're looking better every day. Tell me, what are you using for your complexion?
Well, I stepped out onto the porch and I shot up the bat signal into the sky,
Yep.
which looks like a tube of lipstick.
Yep.
And Gail Smith Sky, your Mary Kay rep,
Just showed right up, man.
drove up in that big old pink Cadillac and
On the freeway of love.
gave me a bag of Mary Kay products, and I think I look great.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Man. Way to go. Man, that's right. If you need any kind of products as such, get a hold of Gail Smith Scott, man.
She'll come to you.
She'll come right to you, man.
You don't have to go out to the mall. You don't have to get out in the traffic. You don't have to do none of that.
Go out on your front porch and just say, Gail, listen. Mary Kay. You know, and she'll be right there. All right, so, you know, the other day I was looking for a recipe because I was really hungry and I needed something to eat.
You know, on Facebook, there are a lot of sites where you can get recipes.
Yeah, you know,
But is there one that you trust more than any
I
other?
trust the Southern Goodies,
Please say foodies.
Foodies page. Because it's all about Franklin. We love you, Frank. But look, go to the Southern Foodies page.
Southern Foodies.
I just said Southern Foodies.
I'm helping you.
Go to the Southern Foodies page, okay? Then you can get you all kinds of recipes there. Get your cornbread and milk, okra. Tony's posted on there now. Got all kinds of good recipes, and Tony's a restaurateur.
He's a famous chef.
Yes, he is. And you can get Brian Smith's recipes on there. So just
He's a famous barbecue.
He sure is. Get Brian Starks on there too. So
He's
just
famous
head-
barbecue.
He is too. So look, just head over to Southern Foodies and get your recipes for all kinds of good grub that you ain't thought of in a hot minute.
Presentation ideas, ingredients, everything.
Go on down
Strongly recommend it.
every day. And look, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention one more time. Thank you so much to the Bucker and Burrito for having us here
Absolutely.
today.
Thanks, Stan.
Man, it's been a pleasure being here. Once again, we do appreciate your time and your effort, and appreciate your patronage at the store.
We got a big old audience out here today.
I tell you, man, there's at least 25, 50 people here, man, all waiting in a line for selfies when we're done.
But you know where they're not waiting in
They're
line?
not waiting in line at
The counter.
That's right. You know why?
In and out, baby. In
Good service.
and out.
Bada bing, man. In and out, baby.
And they have
Excellent readers.
margaritas.
And they don't produce the Shiner here, but by cracking, they sell it.
That is the pride of Texas.
Yes. So, now let's do some. Okay.
Oh,
We
hello.
got any more reads or we got any?
No, we're done.
Okay, so
Done with that.
let's do some shout outs now. A couple of little shout outs here. We're going to shout out, first of all, I'd like to shout out to Anthony Luke and to Jeremy Earwood for being on today and watching us through this painful experience. It's been really the misery's terrible. But I don't know, man. It's just, Auburn beats Florida. Just telling you, Florida's going down, Anthony. Woo! And as far as Dog Nation, Jeremy, man, that game's, they don't even know why they're going to tip off that game. Auburn's going to whoop their butt. I got a shout out to Corbin Albertson. Albertson, I think. Corbin, that's all I know about. Corbin is my Little Debbie rep. And I appreciate you for tuning in and watching our show because you're quite the man. And thanks for getting that other fella in trouble at my store the other day.
Well,
I'm just saying.
He had it coming.
He had to come. Dude, I mean, I ain't going to tell you what the dude was doing.
yeah, we don't need to talk about that.
That's
You know,
all.
let's push that to the side.
Right? So
Pending
anyway,
legal action.
Just let you know that. You got to shut out?
Well, you know I have a shout.
No, bring it on. Go ahead and get it.
Go there. Go away.
I'm fine.
Go away. Do not say a word.
I don't say nothing.
Hey, Miss North Carolina, I'm glad you had a good holiday. I know you're going to have a really couple of busy months, and I'm just really proud of you for all the work you're doing. You're amazing, and I love you.
Okay, you're amazing. We appreciate you.
Don't talk to her.
No, I'm going to talk to her all I want to. She's my friend, too. Look it up.
Since
Look,
when?
Just telling you a hot minute. Hey, we're friends, too. Appreciate your help and everything you do for us. Thank you so much. Shout out to Norman E. Powell Jr. Man, where you been? Dude, I'm shouting out because I can't find you no more. Where the heck are you, dude?
We went the whole Christmas time,
Without any NAP Jr.
and you weren't there.
Nope. Were you on the-
ribbon, pretty paper, but no Norman.
What's up with that, boss? All right, so what else? Oh, I do want to say one thing real quick.
Good.
Happy anniversary to the Bartonfields. Today's their anniversary, and I love you both. You both are wonderful people. But I saw on Facebook before I got in here today that it's your anniversary. So happy anniversary. We appreciate you. You got some more shout-outs, baby?
I think I'm just going to give a shout out to someone.
What about the front end manager?
Which one?
The customer service manager in front.
Oh, well, if I'm going to do an official shout out,
Do that one, do it.
and not just in an advertisement.
Of course.
I want to give a big shout out to the 211 crew, all of y'all, my team, Caroline, T, J, all of them,
Right?
and especially to the sunshine of my life and the one that brightens every morning, despite her surly attitude, Tiffany.
All right. That's good for you and good for me. You got any more, maybe?
I had some sports-related shout out. I don't know what it is.
It's been a long one.
We're done.
Okay. But look, we certainly.
I'm not singing, by the way. Not in here.
Oh, I'm doing it.
You can do it.
You're
I'll
not
watch
doing
you.
it?
I don't want it. It's just,
Oh, well,
no.
come on, man. Dude, you do
They
it.
don't want to hear
You do it
it.
in front of everybody else, dude. What's the problem?
They don't want to
Oh, my
hear
goodness
it.
gracious, brother. You got to do this. Okay, fine. You know, I'm doing it because it's on, man.
What are you going?
It's
Which one are you going to do?
I'm doing the hee-haw.
Oh, I'll do that.
Okay, you ready? We love the time we spend with you to share a song and a laugh or two. May your pleasures be many, your troubles be few. Good night, everybody.
We'll see you next time on
Southern Misery.
Go Noles.